Good afternoon and welcome to TV station Crazy. I am your afternoon reporter with Ms. Marie Curry, Dr. Marie Curry. Would you tell us about your background, please?
Well, I was born on November 7th, 1869 in Warsaw, Poland, which was run by the Russian Empire at the time.
And tell us, how was that to be living with being run by the Russian Empire? What was your life like?
Well, it was okay, except for the Russians. They had the advantage of getting better jobs and better opportunities.
What about your family? Tell us about your family.
My mother and father were teachers. My father was a teacher on science, and I also had a sister named Lilly Ms Rawlins.
And what about, since your parents were teachers, education was very important in your family. Tell us about your educational background.
Well, my education was okay. My mom was the principal of a private girls' school, so I went there. And at the age of 16, I won a gold medal for completion of secondary education.
Tell us what difficulties you had in education when you were in school. Did your parents lose any money in the revolution that impacted your education?
Well, my father lost his money through bad investment, so I had to work as a teacher. And at the age of 18, I worked as a governess.
And were you able to study at the university at all?
My sister Peninsula told me to come to help her in money problems in Paris and university, and later she would help me in university too.
So did anything exciting happen when you were with your sister in Paris? Did you meet any wonderful people?
I did have some good things and some bad things, actually. I had to stay with my sister and her husband, and they had many friends, so it was very, very loud, like, party down! So what happened was I wanted to move into a small apartment of myself, so it would be nice and quieter. And before I left, my sister showed me a very nice man named Pierre Curie.
And what was special about him?
We had a lot in common. We liked to study, talk about physics, just the normal average thing of conversation. And then we fell in love and got married.
And then what happened? So what kind of projects did you all work on together?
Well, we worked with pitch blende, a dark mineral that contained pure uranium, which and uranium had traces of radium in it. And soon me and Pierre Curie, we discovered polonium and radioactivity.
And what about your children? Did you have any children with your love, Pierre?
Yes, 2 angels, Eve and Eileen. Eileen was born in, oh dear. I've been like over 100 years, seriously. It's hard to remember things right now. And then Eve, I think, was she my favorite? I don't remember her birthday. It was in 1904.
So maybe she was your favorite if you remember her birthday the best.
Yeah.
So you and Pierre had lots in common with your work and your children. Did you have any sad things that happened?
Yes. My love with Pierre died. Please. Okay. Okay, I'm ready.
That still makes you very sad, I see.
I know. Even over 100 years. Okay.
Our audience feels sad also to think about it.
I can't believe he got killed by a horse wagon. Seriously. That's very sad.
And what were you working on in your work life when that happened?
I helped treat illnesses and helped people like illnesses. Yeah. And I also gave a lot of nuclear physics information, not really information, but resources to study about nuclear physics, which make up atom bombs and stuff like that.
So you had a life that was filled with some happiness and some sadness. Tell us, what learner profile do you think your life exhibits?
Well, I think I was a risk taker.
And why do you think you were a risk taker?
Because even when Peter died, he was the worker of the family, which all men should be. I had to work at the soda barn. I was the first woman to be an actual teacher. I mean, women can be assistants, but I was the first teacher, actual teacher.
Well, congratulations. You paved the way for the rest of us.
Yeah. At the time, me and my family were living in poverty, and I worked through that. Yeah.
Well, good. So that's why you were a risk taker in your life. Good job.
Yes.
Thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for coming back after all of these many, many years. We appreciate it.